your allies, but in the late game.
In the late game.
If you have max stacks, 1.5 seconds on the flowing blood, you will get that unlimited amount of procs from the Calamity Reaper. But nonetheless, Butters, we need to move on for game number 1. Is this BSB series to take? Because every time that they play, they always lose the second game. Most of the time, I mean. So, this time, are they playing now for a series? Or is it still a game for them?
I think BSB, they're, for the side of BSB, they're setting up their minds here that they can actually take the series win. This could end the drought.
Yeah.
But for Blufire, this is another story, Manjin. The story right here for this team is, can they overcome the odds? Like, a lot of people aren't really giving them the respect that they deserve. And man, oh man, if they do this, if they win this, this could really mean a lot for the side of Blufire.
Just 1 point.
Just 1 point.
1 point away.
Take them to 2 points.
Yeah. Take them to 3 points, actually, for BSB.
For Blufire.
Actually, for Blufire,
if they can win this,
another point.
It's gonna bring them to 2 points.
2 points max. 2 points max.
If they win the next game, it could bring them to 3 points.
They need to breathe. They need to breathe.
2 points is better than no points.
Yes. Yes. And now they're having problems talking to each other. Team Blufire banning the Kufra. BSB banning the Selena and the Hilda. So now, Blufire going for another Uranus. Yuzong is open, Butters. Are we gonna see it?
If BSB just lets it go, this could be the thing that BSB needs. If Yuzong is picked here for the side of Blufire, then that only means BSB cannot utilize that certain Farsa pick anymore, and they don't give out that Khalid. So there are a lot of things going on here for the side of Blufire. There's a Yuzong, there's a Farsa. There's a lot of heroes, there's a Tams as well. So they can just go for those heroes.
Yeah. What is the opening? So, okay, the Tams, like what you've said, I agree with you, man. Oh, no. Blufire is actually taking their time in the first pick.
They can take the Yuzong if they want.
Yeah. I think the Yuzong is safe.
But if they don't pick the Yuzong, can they take the Farsa? But then again,
but they used the Farsa earlier and it was not effective.
I mean, it's still a good hero.
Yeah, at least.
And they go for the Yuzong.
The dragon.
So that means BSB has free reign over the Thams and the Cho, or the Farsa Cho, or the Thams Farsa.
That's the only combo now.
That's the only.
That's the only combo. That's the trend.
I mean, with Wilson's performance on the Thams, game number 1, give it to the guy.
It's the obvious way
or
to
they
pick.
can go for a Roger if they want.
But you know what? With the Yuzong right now for Team Blufire, BSB, I think the Yuzong, the Tams is gonna have a hard time. Because unlike game number 1, the Tams was up against Agatot Kacha.
You know what? I actually forgot that BSB doesn't really play around the Farsa that much.
Yeah.
And look at what they did. They really like the Valor. So meaning, Secret here has his hand on that Yuzong. It's probably gonna go to Limbs.
Yeah.
And when he goes in and he drops down from that dragon form, you can expect Yuzong to just get bursted down just because of Trevor.
Yeah, he will just push him out. Use the bursting fireball combo. Plus, man, if you're gonna go up against a Tams and a Valier early game, expect a lot of damage, even without their ultimates. That is what you like about the Valier. When he's level 2, actually when he's level 1, he can actually go for the first blood.
And you know what? An interesting fact here for Valier is he has more losses than wins. And his win rate is at 35%.
Wow. Okay.
So, there's this thing about this Valor that he really is if he's put in a very capable the capable hands of a support, let's say Trevor and the others.
It can be dominant, but it's easy to counter because it only has that ultimate for protection. That's why I think the flame shot is perfect, but you use it not to last hit, not to damage, but to push back enemies. So sometimes I think, whoa, what? Two mages are now up for BSB. Is this a main mage Kagura, Butters?
Yes, it is. It's gonna be, I think it's going to be still a side lane. It's gonna be put on the hands of not Cap 1, but probably on Ana. It could be. Because the thing is, Manjin, there's a lapse in the BSB draft for the first two picks. Yes, they go for the Valor and the Thams.
The Thams?
Those are their comfort picks. They really like that. But what do you do with the Farsa? You don't have reach with the Farsa.
Yeah, so you counter it. You pick the Kagura.
And you don't. It doesn't really make sense if you get the Farsa in front of a Yuzhong, because the Yuzhong can break to the back lines, just take down a Farsa if he wanted to. And that is one of the direct counters for a Farsa. It's going to be a Yuzhong. So what they did was, okay, BSB, they pick up the Trevor Valor and they go for a core Kagura. I mean, it has enough damage, and if it can control this Yuzhong, it's gonna control the Yuzhong, and it's gonna control that Farsa as well.
A Kagura side lane. Another mage side lane for the side of BSB. Speaking of cores, 2 cores are now banned, are being prioritized by both of these teams. Blufire though, what is their main pick? Because the true hero is now gone. Are they going for the Harriet or are they going for the Claude? Because the 3 main hyper carries that are main assassins are banned. Well, you still have the Yishun Shin. Okay.
Yeah, still have the Yishun Shin, but if Blufire gets it, then that only means BSB here is giving hold to the Yuzhong, the Farsa, and the Yishun Shin, probably the 3 best heroes of the meta, to the side of Blufire. So Roger is the one that they ban out. They know that the Yishun Shin has a problem with the Kagura as well. Because the thing about Yishun Shin is he only has 1 dash. He's not as annoying as the other upper
carries. But that dash, the cooldown of that resets though. But you really need to put in damage for it to reset. For it to lower,
so that means
to have the maximum uptime.
So that means you need to put yourself in danger before you can use it again.
Yeah, you need to really put in damage. That's why Yishun Shin players want to burst. They don't want prolonged team fights.
Yes, that's true.
Unlike Ling, unlike Roger, unlike the Hayabusa, the Claude. Yishun Shin, they want to burst and then out, and then hope for the best that you can burst again.
And yeah, it's noticeable on the kit. Like, you can poke them if it deals good damage. You can just Mountain Shocker and just try to burst them down at that point on. And you were right, man, Gene. It's going to be Blufire with the Claude and the Akai. So they are gonna put their money on Chu here to use that Claude. And Chu, he looks really happy with this Claude pick.
Yeah, this is best pick. Speaking of best pick, Fuzaken signature hero is back. The Akai, yeah, like what you've said, Butters. But man, given the situation, even though I think it's a fair draft, given the momentum, Blufire, man, it's sad that I'm gonna say this. I'm sorry if I'm gonna say this, but I think BSB will still take the victory.
I mean, it's too early to say. It all depends on how BSB controls the early game. Because the thing about it is, this is still a Claude.
Yeah.
In terms of dealing damage, if a Claude gets his item first, then that only means that the dash coming out from Drix will be a non-factor. Because that's the thing about Claude. Claude for the longest times has the biggest AoE damage circle for a marksman.
Yeah.
So you really have to look out for that.
Plus, there are 3 squishy heroes for the Claude to target. The
Yep.
Kagura, the Valier, and the Yishun Shin. The Claude can dodge out Kagura's skills if he has the right stacks. Even the Valier. So yeah, I think all are in the hands of Chu right now to take this to the late game. But I'm a guy that believes in momentum. So BSB, I'm still gonna give them the game. I think it's a 2-0.
It's all about the control. I do agree with Manjin. There are a lot of factors to take in before we actually put our bets, predictions in. But you know what? Blufire here. This is the prime time for them to actually just get another win. Take this to game number 3. They've been in a drought for so long.
Yeah.
Ever since that Onyx win, they could not get themselves to win another game in the MPL. So right now, this is the proper time for them to do this.
We shall see, Butters, because we're now entering the game. Yishun Shin going to the mid lane, of course, with the Atlas and the Valier, as Secret is here in the bottom side. Looking at the talents now, the battle spells, Butters. 2 Purifies for BSB, plus Flickers. And now, there you go, team fight immediately going in favor of BSB.
You know what? Chew all that retribution.
Oh,
It actually puts me in a way in which I don't know.
yeah, because
It puts Cap 1 in a prime position to just control him.
yeah. And man, with the HPs now low for the side of BSB. Nice flank from the Tams too. Oh no! Is this the beginning of the end, Butters? Blufire should have been prepared for that steal, but they risked everything to get that purple. And the Claude right now, even though he has the retribution, he loses his purple buff.
Man, oh
Look
man.
at this, Gillette in the replay.
Look at the way how they dealt with this. Look at the pathing that Thams had. That went under the radar.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason that they got called out.
I think even us, we were
Yeah,
we
it
were
was, it was
we
under
were shocked.
It was under the radar, and
Yeah.
everything that Thams lost at that certain invade that he did, he went under the radar. He went there at a very early
Sneaky.
time.
Yeah.
It paid off because he got 2 kills.
Yeah.
He got 1 kill rather,
Yeah.
and he got the XP. He's at level 4 right now, and look at Limbs
Yeah.
getting hit by that arrow.
Level 4 with a sneaky play from Wilson, just like a fox. 2 minutes in. And man, BSB, they're just burning the house down. Instant 2K gold lead plus perfect match low. Another stun with a bursting fireball. There you go.
If you
Oh
cannot
my.
protect your Claude right now, you are going to have a lot of problems. Fuzaken can only do so much. That is the Akai.
Yes.
Blender 1000 pounder. Without your ultimate, you cannot save your Claude like that. And
Yes.
that is one of the things why Akai isn't really that hot in terms of the meta.
Yeah. You want it at level 2, not
Yeah.
at level 1.
You don't really want those slow starts.
Yeah.
You want a hero that has something to offer
Yeah.
at level
1. Like that's why the Valier is there, the Farsa is also there. The Lu Yi can also be an option. But man, okay, there you go, a revenge kill from Kipsu. I like it, and this time Chu will last it the purple. So with the game resetting, Blufire also needs to reset.
And Rix right here with the Mountain Shocker, it just puts them on notice. Chu just uses the Blazing Duet, not wanting to deal with that with the aggression that BSB can take. Because if they set themselves up properly for that orange buff, then that means the Rix won't really go for the invade at that point in time.
Yeah. I still favor the Claude late game against a Yishun Shin though. Because Claude can go in. Yishun Shin doesn't want heroes in front of him that can maneuver themselves. Because you want maximum uptime of your crits if you are Yishun Shin. So this is still a game to take for the side of Blufire. But look at Kripsu falling low. That is the Black Dragon. Art of TV coming in with slow. Anna with the pushback of the Flame Shot, surviving the potential death.
Game Sense using all of the Kagura's movement or mobility to get away from that assault on Anna. So Secret there really wanted to get the kill. If he had to execute at that moment in time, that could have been great.
Yep.
You know what? You can't really have all the nice things in one go.
At least you have to. They got the tower.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
So space coming in for Blufire and mirroring actually the map control. But then again, this is an Atlas we're talking about. So here you go, Relentless Pursuit from BSB.
You really have to give Wilson a lot of props here. He's finding ways to catch Blufire off guard.
Yeah, every time. He is using the TAM so well. And this time, will he get the purple buff though, as that is the Fatal X on 2-2 plus another kick. But the Joe will also fall down. Atlas as well. They will reset the purple, but 2 heroes are now gone for each of the team. And 4-8, Drix coming in and stealing the purple.
Okay, Wilson, they got it. Wilson got it. Wilson got the purple. Drix is really... As long as it doesn't go to Chu.
That's the main plan.
That's the main plan. And looking at how these teams understand the meta right now, it's safe to say that this is the invade meta.
Still.
Whoever
Super Saiyan. And go Super Saiyan Blue. Right? That's why they're Blufire.
That's why they're Blufire. And remember, at times, there's this trope in certain shows that the protagonist gets beaten in the early stages.
Yeah. Gets beaten first.
Gets beaten
and then
first,
eventually win.
Then eventually wins.
Best example is Snow White, right?
Alright. Sure.
Right? Yeah.
Sure.
Because she got beaten first.
Yeah.
And then she won.
And then she won.
Yeah.
That's
example.
That
Best example.
Is true.
Yeah.
So, Fuzak here getting caught out. Okay, he's going to use the 1,000-pounder. Perfect for a face check. Wilson is the target of Limbs. Limbs, can he get the kick? He kicks him.
Oh man.
Just to get away.
To get away. That's bad news. If you do that, it means that they know that you don't have an ultimate now. Oh my. BSB dominating this topic. Wilson, man. He knows the times perfectly.
Oh man, this is going to be hard for the side of Blufire, but who knows? A miracle play can just happen out of nowhere. I mean, it happened for execution.
There is still there is always a probability of a percentage, right? Of a 1%. But it's so hard to say. I agree with you. There you go, another invade for Team BSB. Who's gonna get it? It's going to be BSB.
It's going to be Fuzakin who's gonna get slammed. Another basketball game.
Yeah. And the Dragon just forcing this out. Nice counter kill from Secret. But the Octopus is a better species. So, 3 heroes against 1? Not bad.
You know what? Just seeing how BSB here controls the map. They're trying to jungle choke Blufire in a way that Chu doesn't have enough space to farm. Look at Chu even using the Blazing Duet to get away.
Yeah.
And this is really bad if you're on the side of Blufire. Okay, so what are the redeeming factors here for the side of Blufire? I'm actually seeing two things. Chu has retribution, so they can go for the Lord Steals. Lord Steals will put them in a spot that they can, you know,
somehow delay
the push.
Yeah.
And this is a Claude. Claude is still a late game hero.
Yeah, and the Claude, if you give him the opportunity to push, he's like a Kimmy. The double attack from Dexter. It's good. It's good against towers.
I mean, not as strong as the other iterations of this hero, but he gets kicked, and that was a bit of a fatal mistake coming out here from Trevor.
From Valir, yeah.
He used his ultimate. He didn't have the Purify. Lim saw that. He went for the kick.
Nice pick-off though for Team Blufire. Fatal pick-off. But what can they make out of it, Butters?
Let's see. They can still go out of the map. And with this, Trevor will be up at the same time that the Lord goes up.
Yeah.
They are now up, and let's see if Blufire will contest. They have the Forza, they have the Akai.
It's gonna be difficult for them to contest the Lord because all of the lanes are pushed. Plus there are still towers in the mid lane. That's why there's no opening for the side of Blufire. And then again, BSB, they're really forcing Blufire, choking them from their purple buff.
And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone is just set up on that bottom area of the map.
Yeah, because they want the Lord.
Yes. And right now, if you notice, Blufire is really trying.
Right now, yeah.
Blufire is really trying to just get this Lord, but they're not really in setup.
Yeah.
They don't really have that potential right now.
Because what is their initiation? Their initiation is the hardest initiation right now. The Hurricane Dance initiation.
Yeah.
That's 50-50.
You know what? Secret here could be their last lifeline. Like seeing Secret, he still has a good performance. 3-3-1.
Yeah.
Considering the Valor is there. You have that cap on there as well. Wilson?
But Wilson survives. Oh no. That could probably be it. But again, with the amount of lifesteal that Wilson has right now, 9,200 gold in his pockets. You can't really burst him down that quickly. And now Team BSB going in, marching to the mid lane. Usaken getting caught. Oh no. BSB.
Oh my goodness.
Is this the first BSB 2-0 victory? And now...
And they're actually mashing.
They're mashing towards the base. And they're wreaking havoc towards the base. Killing spree. BSB for the first time in forever. But wait! There's more! Still, Crypto and
Look at
company trying their best. No, we don't want to give you 3 points. But Wilson says, no also. Wilson, there, can you end it? Can you give your team 3 points? There you go!
And they get the 3 points. They get the series win.